Yeah, a snowpack sounds like it's just a giant snowball up in the mountains that we can't really see. But every bit of water in this snowball tells us how much water we get to drink, how much we need for our lawns, and how much we'll get to have fun with this summer.
But over here is where we really want to take a look. So Utah, and you can see our surrounding four corner states, we're all under a red flag warning. That's just basically fancy words for fire hazards. You got to watch out for those. It feels like we are under fire. It is going to be so hot today. Temperatures are in the mid 90s right now, but we're going to keep climbing up. Let's take a look at those high and low temperatures for today across the Utah. Christina, here's what we know this morning. Around 9:30, a student jumped off the fourth floor of the Tanner building, which is the building you can see just right behind me. Breast cancer survivors are celebrating the signing of the bill. So a lot of the area is here in these really, really dry parts in southeastern Utah, Arizona, Colorado, and New Mexico. But we really, really want to watch out for the national parks. Those are all in that range. If we can zoom into that, we'll take a closer look at what area. Yeah, this is a beautiful live view of Provo right behind me, but this could all be changing in 30 years as our population doubles. There might be a causeway across Utah Lake in the future or a light rail in and out of the startup area. But what is it that you want? That's what a group called Valley Visioning is trying to find out.
By 2065, Utah County is expected to add 1 million people to the population.
Congestion light. My 2 cents.
To put that into perspective, imagine your already busy morning commute. Now add 20 more cars to the traffic backup, and that's what doubling the population will look like.
Utah County is experiencing rapid growth.
But a local group, Valley Visioning, is trying to help make that growth easier. Valley Visioning holds workshops where Utahns can come and map out what they want to see in the future.
It's exciting that everyone is invited to be a part of this.
First, they take a survey about issues like air quality or different kinds of housing developments. Then teams of strangers sit around a big valley map.
It's for all the workers because there's supposed to be like 3,000 jobs.
Pull out their game pieces and get to work.
It felt like we were playing Monopoly.
Sometimes there are disagreements.
They can create jobs in their communities, then there's less need to commute.
But this is just phase one of Valley Visioning's plan.
We'll take the best components, the most supported components, and form them into a vision. And that vision will be great for informing elected officials, policymakers. When they have to make a decision, it gives them good direction.
The next Valley Visioning workshop is in Payson on February 5th, but if you can't make that, you can go to an online survey and make your opinions heard. It's just not as fun as playing Big Kid Monopoly. Reporting live in Provo, I'm Dani Hallows.
It's a crazy experience. I mean, you can't really see what's going on behind you once you drop them.
For the Camas Fish Hatchery, the term fly fishing is literal. A pilot pushes a button and then thousands of 3-inch fish flutter down from the sky. While the drop looks a little fishy,
At only 3 inches, they really enter the water really, not peacefully, but without any mortality.
the aerial stalking happens in the spring and summer when mountain snow melts. Usually harsh winters can freeze and kill fish in high elevation lakes. But the mild winter for Utah this year will actually make fishing better.
This last winter shouldn't affect the fishing for this summer.
Every year, more than 1 million fish are put in these raceways and then put up in the airplane to stock the lakes. The hatchery raises fish like Bonneville cutthroat and Arctic grayling for stocking.
They have a big dorsal fin, big eyes, big, long, skinny, but they're really pretty.
The small plane holds tanks of 7,000 fish divided into compartments. Once they drop, they're free for the public to catch.
It's a rush, and especially on some of the lakes where there's cliffs on the sides of them and everything where you have to bank into the lake. It's a crazy experience.
The sun is bright and Utah Powder is ready for skiers. 2 Utah ski resorts are opening this week. Today, Brighton opens with base snow hitting around a good 16 inches. And then on Friday, Bryan Head will open up with about 18 inches of snow. Most of the ski resorts will not be getting any new snow this week. We kind of missed a system that could have brought us snow. It's going to pass by us though. Park City, Snow Basin, and Alta, though, will open up during Thanksgiving week. But looking over in our current temperature, we're about 45 degrees today. This is a great view of Utah Lake. Right here is Mount Timpanogos. nice. We've got some beautiful sunrises here, great clouds, but it's going to be not too much warmer today. We're at 45 degrees, but the temperatures aren't going to go up by much. Logan will only be hitting around 50 degrees. Salt Lake right there in the 52. Provo at 51, and then St. George down there at 62. Moab only at 50 as well, so still a little chilly for this time of year. Now the lows are quite a bit lower. Some cities are reaching those freezing temperatures and below. So Logan in 20, bring your jacket out there. Salt Lake at 34, not quite freezing, but almost there. Provo though in 27, as well as Moab, and then St. George pretty cool as well, 35 at nighttime. So if you're headed out there anytime this weekend or for Thanksgiving break to visit family, this is what St. George is looking like. Friday you'll have some cloud coverage, so if you want to go out hiking any of those national parks, great day. You won't be totally hit by the sun, but then Saturday and Sunday the sun will come back out, and you're in these nice 60 ranges, just great, perfect temperatures. Kind of low though in those 60s, a little cool for St. George, but not too bad. Our northern temperatures though, we're also getting that cloud coverage on Friday and Saturday, but we're at those mid 50 degrees. On Sunday though, we'll cool down, those clouds will go, and so hopefully by the end of Thanksgiving week, people will be ready to eat turkey. It'll be cold enough to put on the sweaters, to go turkey trot, play some flag football.